Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dice Up the Classroom. I want to introduce my new HyperDoc I did for Sphero. It's my Sphero HyperDoc here. I did with Google Slides here. I've been using HyperDocs for a while now. I just have not really done a lot of screencasts or anything, but now I am ready to do a screencast as well as start introducing more to my students. So first of all, I went over to slidescarnival.com to get my background layout for this. I'll have the credits here towards the end. So what I did with this is coming up for next quarter with my students. I teach STEAM. And I'm going to have them be using the Spheros quite a bit. And once we get over to the 3 and up, we have Chromebooks. So what happened, and a little couple of our iPads we're using. So I'm going to get this set up. So basically, it's pretty set up. Is I'll put this in Google Classroom, make one for every student because I like to do a copy. And basically, they have to get the Sphero through the mazes by solving the clues and completing the codes. And basically, each one who completes some of the different missions and sets are going to get a set of points. And then after that's all taken care of, the person with the best score is going to come up with the maze tops here for a cool game jam. So the first one is they have this first maze. They have to complete this figure 8. And this little link here is basically a Google form, and basically they have to do these two questions. What apps do you use to get it through perfect figure 8? And I have Spark Lab and Tickle, and the truth is these are both correct answers. They can use either one because Sphero Spark Lab, of course, has a figure 8 built-in code, and then Tickle, I have shown the kids how to use Tickle for that. Now, of course, what code do they use? Figure 8 exercise or excited with forward codes. The correct answer, of course, is just the figure 8 exercise, but they get the points here, and this will be populated on a sheet, which then I can put up for there. After that's complete, they have to go to this one, which is really a lot of fun, which is called the maze wheel. They have to turn these hexagons to fit the maze to get the Sphero out, and they have to do one of these to it. And what happens is I've hyperlinked the middle one here to go to a Google Drawing, which is completely open for them. And they have 4 choices here. They've got these ones that are built in, and basically they have to take these down, drag them over here to the middle. And once they have that, they'll just go ahead and download them to their own Google Drives and then just fit them into the piece here. Now, I actually have 2 possible answers. They have this one, which is the cross section, and then this is what I call the reversed Y. These are the wrong answers. Now, what's so great about this is my students are allowed to design their own one. So if they don't like these, they actually can design this for some extra XP points and work these over. And then once that's finished, they'll save that, and they'll head over to the next one. So the next one is watch this video and complete the code below. This is a YouTube video from one of the other classes I follow, and I'm able to use their video. So basically, they watch this video, they watch the Sphero get through the maze, and then they have to complete the coding that was used for this. So the first one, start is forward blank left, and then it's in the middle, up right blank, and then it's left up blank. So basically they have to type in here the correct missing code for it. Once that's finished, they move on to the start jump command. Now basically I did this similar to the hexagon. They then move these guys over to put in the correct order for coding. This is a coding building block one to get it set up so then they can get a start jump command on their Sphero or Ollie. And then after that, this one I'm really, really proud of. This is basically they have to find the price difference percentage from each Sphero and then copy the graph. So I put a link to the Sphero store. This was recorded on October 2nd. So henceforth, this has the current pricing from all the new releases. So they go here, they look at the different prices, and then they go to this Google Sheet. And they are going to see right on here the price percentages between all the original Sphero up to the Sphero Spark Plus. I decided not to add the force band to it, even though they're by design, just to not confuse the kids. So they have to figure out the correct one by going to the store link and then going here, doing the correct percentage price difference between them, make their graph, and then they go ahead and paste that in for this one. And then after that, they have to complete the Sphero coding maze. They have Quiz Is here, so they're going to click on this on Quiz Is. They're going to log in, and they're going to complete the Quiz Is assessment game there to get their points as well as their sets here, and this way I can collect it. I decided to use Quiz Is because it was a little easier to do for the point gathering instead of using Quizlet Live or Kahoot, even though I love both of them. There's just ways to do it. My students are just learning how to use Quiz Is, and this is more practice for them, so that way they can get the data, and then I can get it all set together. And then after that, they're going to go in and they're going to create their own Sphero maze. They're going to post their final design onto this computer screen. So they can do this several different ways. They can use Google Drawings. They can use a separate app. They can do the coding, or they can build a Lego maze, or they can just do one in class or at home, and then they just paste the picture right here. And when it's all said and done, students are going to get these. mazes, and we're going to do a little game jam to where they design their mazes for the Sphero, and then they're going to put them together and have their own fun. And then I'll collect all the data here for the XP points here for a little set for that, and the one who wins the most will get the Sphero coding badge, HyperDoc badge that I've made. And then I just have the thanks, make sure I have my credits right here from Slides Carnival for Unsplash, and some other things. So that is my first big Sphero HyperDoc I did through Google Slides. I'll be doing this next quarter. I'll probably do a little more fine-tuning on things just to be on the safe side, but this is what it is. Try it with your kids for coding class. It's a lot of fun, and I'll see everyone later.